Welcome to my daily practice at Wendy Coad Art. If you find this video interesting or helpful, please consider subscribing to my channel and liking the video.
Hi, my name is Wendy and I'm an artist. I've been an artist my whole life and I am excited to invite you into my studio and show you my art practice. I paint every day and I do acrylic on paper. I also do stencils. I draw. I organize my studio space. I do a lot of things. For me, art is about problem solving, so there's always little tricks and tools that I can share with you along the way. So welcome. I'm so glad you're here.
Today, I am going to be working on the walls, and I have a new piece going on here on the table. I was going to finish taking this piece down and putting a new piece of paper, but the tape is stuck. It's just, tearing a little bit too much. I have a threshold for the tape tearing, and it's gone over the threshold. So I thought, great, I'll use this as I'll just demonstrate how I use the blow dryer, a hair dryer, to soften the tape so that it's not sticking so much. Really, that's all that it takes, usually. And and I've been cleaning up lately, and I can't find anything actually. So so I'm not going to do that because I can't find this little blow dryer. It's a great tool, anyways. But since it's not here, I'm not going to worry about it. Although, some days I feel like I just kind of waft gracefully through my studio and I paint, and everything has a certain choreography that's all in sync. And then other days I feel like I'm just careening. It's a little bit like a, bumper cars from one side to the other. Today I do feel more on the careening side, but I think I just need to get grounded here in the studio. So these are new, a few days old. I'm loving it. I think I went on at great length about the figured ground. It's too much white at this point. And so I will work on that. And the very, very deep red, was also a concern for me, and then I found that I loved it. It's looking good. It's early, still the beginning, so we'll see, but so far so good. And selecting the colors now is going to be the next task. The reds are, the warms are back in business. Sometimes it gets a little too warm colors. Sometimes the colors get a little too cool. It's back and forth. I'm not so worried at this point because it's still early on. And there's not enough there to really worry, get concerned. I want something other than the white to occupy my attention, my eyes as I glance over. So I think I'm going to try to remedy that with some apricot. And I'm going to use it fairly as a solid and fairly loosely. Bigger blocks of it. Apricot would be good. And if it's not, I'll find out and then I'll do something else. I'm still going to use my trusty squeegee. Now, I could water this down. Let's just see what it looks like. I'm a little worried about the corners. You know, corners are a thing. Corners need to be addressed. I'm not aiming for the same corner, but it's not bad. Yeah, I am going to water it down a little bit, and that just gives, I hate to say this, but a blush. It's just a blush of apricot. Yeah, that's not too bad. Now, in my mind, I'm thinking, do I want to overdo it? Now, overdo it comes in two flavors. One is overdoing the color, you know, too much of the same color, or overdoing the amount of surface that it's taking up. I don't know why, but it just seems like everything wants to go into this corner here. It worked there. Oh, here. I can start on the other side. I like these color shapes that kind of come in from the side, kind of like they're careening, like me this morning. Well, that was the faintest of blushes. Yeah. All right. I'm just going to go back to my more directed. Although, see, I'm getting away from the corners, which I really do want to deal with. I don't want every single corner to be peach or apricot. But it doesn't hurt to have some of it there. Okay, you know, that did almost nothing for me, but it's going to make a difference later on as more pigment gets laid, and that happens sometimes. Maybe I'll just keep going. I want to see what it looks like over here. I like these actually over here. Just the way they are. I'm starting to think, I say that a lot, and maybe I should just get over my desire not to have, you know, to have too much space. Oh, that's nice. So this is where the blocks are really coming in strong. Somehow the back wall is articulating a little better. I don't know if it's because I kept it with the horizontal and pretty consistently with the horizontal and vertical planes. So we'll see. Let's see what it's like over here to add. I do have some of the organic shapes, the more flowing brush strokes. You know, a couple of shapes go a long way. I'm not convinced that this is the color, but it's not stopping me from trying it out. You know, one color across a set of paintings, like what I'm doing here, can really change the mood of all of the paintings. Including the mood of the room, really. Let's see. I like it best where I just have one one squeegee sweep. As opposed to two, as I was just about to go and add another one, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, enough of the apricot. I think the apricot has been well represented today. I like it in some areas. In some areas, it's just an intermediary step. I feel the need for more stripes. And I'm looking for a red that I haven't used. But I've used most of them. Maybe the light. It's so liquidy. I don't know why I put so much water in this one, but I did, and now I have to live with it. You know, it's like water. You hear that? Water on the inside. And still it won't come out of the top. What on earth is blocking it? Can't be thick paint. I guess it is. It's just in that really very narrow area there. Okay, there we go. Ooh. It's back to being a little bit thick though. Is my indigo? Yes. I have a paper clip for the warm colors, the yellows, the oranges, the reds, and then I have a paper clip for the dark colors. Because if I mix them, you know, then you get just this little blurb of mud. And all right, now when I have the primary colors, which I do, I have red, blue, and yellow. They're you know, not primary. They're kind of yellow orange, red orange, blue black, but they remind me of that French painter. His name Dufay. The one who painted boats and summer on the lake scenes. And I'm just gonna go with a little bit of fern green. And thankfully it worked. Celebrate those small victories. And just put a little, I think I need another cool color in the middle. Now, will that be a cool red? Where's my mauve? I was fighting with mauve the other day. I was talking about how problematic mauve was and how much, you know, I didn't like it, I guess. Hard to dislike a color. I mean, that's just, I mean, it doesn't make much sense. But then I something happened and I worked it quite successfully and I was like, oh, mauve, who knew? Who knew mauve could kind of rally and be so gorgeous? Really. I really like it when the colors start to bleed into each other and create a whole new batch of colors. And also, they start to become muted. And I like that too. Oh, I like that. That worked out okay. I'm going to do it again. I just can't remember the location. It's all kind of mushed into one. But that's okay, it's nice to have little variations there. I've got the, just put some yellow on top of the blue, so that'll be green. And I still have a little of that apricot underneath it all. Oops. I mean, second only to waiting for the paint to dry is waiting for the paint to come out of the tube. It does seem to be taking an inordinate amount of time here. And a little bit green. Okay. I'm going to do some things on here, just as background. Get the stencils out though. Let me see, I'm done with this side. Just want to let things percolate. Oh yes, and I'm almost done with this side. I'm not just sure there's anything else. Oh no. Now that I'm looking, there are other things. It's a little bit of a challenge, however. Yeah, I remember I was liking this, but there's always room for some more movement, different variations. Very much condensed into the center here. Let's just bring some of this into it from the sides, or deal with those edges a little bit. Got this one out of control, but the rest of them are okay. They're holding their own. And I just want the paint to dry over here. I'm just not sure about the peach that I want to address next. So let me turn those over so I'm not tempted to keep going, keep going, keep going. Oh, and I remember that I want to take these down. I feel like I'm finished with the maps. I did have the notion of drawing on them a little bit. No, that's going to make that much of a doesn't feel overdone because of all the lines, especially on here. And it doesn't feel overdone because there are no lines. I mean, there's all kinds of lines, these kinds of lines going across. But the line that I just created was way more organic. So that's it. I'm going to stop here because I've created a hot mess on one of them, and the rest I'm going to just wait and see. And I'm not so concerned because it's kind of in the middle. I have a lot more that I can do, a lot more layering that I can do. I'm starting to think there's just one more thing that I feel like I need to do here, but I'm not just sure what it is. I like them from a distance, but it kind of loses my interest as I get closer. So I'll work on that. So thank you for joining me today, and I hope you have a good day. It's better now. I'm starting to feel like I'm really kind of loosened up a bit, so that's good. And so don't forget to go and look at art or go make art.
So I'm so happy that you are joining me today and maybe other days too. I'll take you through my day-to-day as an artist, and I look forward to seeing you on the next tape. Thanks for being here.